Hi everyone, welcome to seminar presentation. It's nice
Your voice is
breaking. Yeah,
No, it was echoing.
Okay.
Now it's fine.
okay. I do have a slightly patchy internet today, but it should be okay. So yeah, it's nice to see some of you back. We do have people who've just finished seminar one, like literally last week. And we have the seminar one graduates from last time who didn't have the opportunity to do seminar two. So we're doing that together. And of course, those of you who've already done it are of course welcome to come back. We're just here today to understand a little bit more about what seminar two is and what to expect and to answer all of your questions. So I'm going to ask Divya to do that, but I just want to say how I see it. Like I always say, I've said this many times, but I think that the way this training is designed is that seminar one is the hands. It's about the hands-on skills, like anatomy, doula skills, being able to get to work with that information. Seminar two is where it's really deepened. So it's really the heart. It's about going one level deeper and understanding what's going on subconsciously for our clients and what are some of the ways in which we can work with them at that level, as well as going deeper into the pelvis and understanding more about the biodynamics of birth and how the baby navigates the pelvis and the mechanics of that, so we can actually look at it from a more structural understanding and be able to then use all of our doula skills more effectively. So it's still about, positions and rebozo and all of that. But when you have that better understanding of what's going on with the baby, and you can start to visualize that, you'll know better what will probably what can help in that situation. And then there's the whole parental identity part, which is also really interesting, especially when we are supporting families through the emotional ups and downs of pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. It's an amazing concept to understand and to use. And so these are broadly the three parts of it. I think it really helps to deepen interactions, deepen work, and also, explore some innovative ways of engaging in prenatally. So there's the labyrinth, there is art, there is, using some of these non-cognitive ways to engage, because otherwise keeping our interactions totally cognitive doesn't always serve the purpose, because birth does not happen in a cognitive state of mind. It really happens in a deeper subconscious level. So that's kind of broadly what seminar two is. Divya, I would like to add some more about it, and then we can open up and take questions. And also maybe once we do this, we'll also hear from everyone on how they're feeling about seminar one so far, and what value they found in that and what they are looking for in this.
So I'm gonna. Neha's put it really well. So there's not much to add there, but I want to tell a little bit about storytelling, and because that's also a part of what seminar two is. So my really good friend Lina Duncan was in India. She was the Mumbai midwife, and she worked as a doula many times. And one of the things that kept coming back over and over again, and she said that even when I have my clients so well prepared, I've talked about everything, then they go there and they do something completely contrary to not just what we've discussed, but what their own plan was. And like she said, what's up with that? And that's when we recognize that cognitively you can talk about things, but you really are able to um, act out cognition, especially when there is a strong inner pattern. And then we went back to say, okay, how do people learn? When they're children, they learn with stories. So we said there has to be an element that touches that part of them, that they understand. While in my mind, I say I want a natural birth, this is what is holding me back. Or, having an option to change my care provider is never an option for me. So why are we discussing this over and over again? Ask your care provider questions is not what I'm ever going to do, because that's not how I've been brought up. And for them to have an understanding, not change, but have an understanding that I'm not just what I can think and rationalize and do pros and cons for, but there's a deeper me. That's where it started from. So we started to do art. We started to say, how do I shut this mind and hear the voice of insight? So it started with that. And so that's the story. And then when I started to look at saying, okay, all our education, there is a layer, and then there is a deeper layer. For example, you'll find the client reaches out to you in the 6th month, you give them the whole spiel, and then they disappear for 3 months. And at the end of 8th month, they come back again saying, oh, I got in touch with you, but now I'm. And you say, what were you doing all this while? And that's where we talk about parental identity. What is happening in their mind that they are ready for you now, but they weren't then? Though cognitively, they were looking for you even then. And then we said, okay, what is happening deeper in the body? And of course, it is inspired by and coached by Gail Tully. And we've taken ideas from them and the person who wrote about optimal fetal positioning right in the beginning. So there's a lot of work that we accessed around from different people and then put it together in Seminar 2, very simply. And we put another module on ultrasounds. Ultrasounds we do in this seminar. Yes, so we put ultrasounds because our clients are very fond of going for ultrasounds. And, they're going to meet the baby, and then they find out that something is not okay. And then what happens? And then what do you do as a doula? Because it's a diagnostic procedure. And sure, the guy is looking for what is wrong. And when he doesn't find it, then he says, oh, everything is okay. But when he finds something wrong, he's really excited. And so is the doctor. So this idea how to be around that, and we brought these elements in because we face women, or we talk to women on and off who said, I just went for a routine ultrasound, and a lot of our conversations start with that. So not only how to give information, but also how to support women when they come up with results that are not, or how to even speak to them about ultrasounds to begin with. So all of that. So we've really packed it in with a lot of fun stuff. If you are into birth, then fun stuff. And I'm sure you're all like that. And I particularly like teaching it. It's different than the Seminar 1 model. The Seminar 1 model is study yourself and come back for a discussion. Here we will have a live class. And then you would go and do some exploratory work, or some, say when we do art, you will do art. And you will come back with your own feedback on it, or what did you take away from it? Because when you use it with your client, it won't be 1 + 1 will be 2. The whole idea of this is how they access that deeper part of themselves, and what are they ready to face today, and what are they choosing to take with them. And we're just witnessing that process by giving them the steps. So it'll be a little bit different that way. We will have a live curriculum, and your resources will open after you've done the class. So there's no pre-preparation. It's always going to be surprise. And then you can come back and tell us how you did on that. A lot of sharing, and I would encourage you to do the reading, but I'd also encourage you to do the assignments. Because when you do them, you have an experience. And then when we share that experience, you realize many people have the experience. Everybody's experience is different. So you remember that perspective where there was a 6 and a 9, and then everybody said, that's my reality. And so that we take that forward as well. So here we are, Seminar 2.
And also, which is why it's important to attend the webinars, because we're doing the activities there. And these are such activities which until you do it yourself, you will not be able to facilitate it for someone else. So it's important to do it in the class, and then of course also practice and stuff. So if you are intending to join, make sure you block your schedule such that you can attend the class. Of course, I mean, it's completely normal to once in a while have something going on and not being able to attend. That's fine. But as much as you can, try and be present. So just checking with you guys again. So we are planning to move Wednesday to Thursday because Wednesday doesn't suit Surabhi. So Thursday 7 to 8. Divya is teaching this. So it's also around Divya's availability. So Thursday 7 to 8 is the plan. There are 14 webinars in seminar 2. So
But we will take a break or two.
we'll take a little bit of break in
Just
between.
to process and come back, chit chat, go back.
Yeah. So it'll take about 3 to 4 months to complete. We'll also take a break if there's like a festival and stuff like that. So keeping all that in mind, take about 16 to 18 weeks to complete. Okay. Any questions? Rebecca, you have done seminar 2 before, right? You haven't? Oh, are you enrolled for it, but you weren't able to come or something like that? Why do I feel you've done it?
No, I did 1 and I did 3. Yeah, but
Oh.
but I haven't done 2 yet. Yeah.
Ah,
I've been waiting for it to come up.
okay.
So even those who've done it before come back and they do the same assignments again. And the interesting part is that you cannot touch the same border in the river. And so it's always a different experience.
And like all of these activities, every time you do it a few weeks or months later, you're actually a new person then. So you see different layers of it. So it's nice to actually do it a couple of times. So for those who have already done it, you're most welcome to come back and do it again because you may suddenly see it kind of differently. And that's why we're always inviting. I mean, even for you guys, you'll do this now, but next year when it's happening again, you can come back and listen to it afresh and do it again. That's always there. Maybe I can just quickly just show you guys what it looks like on Graphy so you know where to enroll. Some of you have already done it, but it may be helpful. I'll just share my screen. So when you log into Graphy and you go to courses, you see all of the courses listing. So make sure you first log in. You're probably, all of you are enrolled in Seminar 1, that's here. So you'll see this course called Seminar 2, 2024. You click through to that. Now it's kind of split into 2 parts. So there is the training and then there is the live recordings that will get stored later. For all of you, you don't bother about this right now. You click this, the training
No.
Seminar 2.
No, so they'll have to go to the course, not the package. This is for people who not.
But this is the same thing, no, Divya? This also opens that. It's 15,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's just under one folder. So when you click Doula Training Seminar 2, 15,000 is the fee for all of you because you've already done Seminar 1. So you just need to basically here, I've already enrolled, but for you, there'll be a payment option. And there's also an option to split that into 2 parts. So you can pay 7.5, 7.5. And that's it. So once you click through here, you will enroll and you will see these are all the different modules in Seminar 1. And they will, like earlier, every week after the class, the module will open up. The link to the live recording will be there in each of the modules. We will also put up the recording of the orientation there. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. And once your course is over, we plan to sort of transfer the live recordings into one folder and give you access to that because the next batch that will come in next year will have access to a different folder. So that will tell you later, don't worry about it. For now, click on Doula Training Seminar 2 and enroll into the course for 15,000 for everyone who's already done Seminar 1. This 18,500 is for someone who's not done Seminar 1. I'm not sure if we have anyone from outside joining us.
How do we do it, Neha? We
You're
just
already enrolled, Latika.
okay.
Yeah. So if you remember earlier, those of us who had already completed, we did log into Graphy and enroll. So that doesn't change. So those who are enrolled from before, your enrollment remains.
Okay, fine.
Those who are enrolling now will need to enroll and make the payment.
Can I access through iPad or an iPhone or phone? Do I have to need a laptop
It's
every.
not very compatible to phone and iPad. You can. I don't know. Any of you, have you tried it? Surabhi, have you opened from the phone? No.
iPad may be easier because it still has screen, but
But
phone,
there is some compatibility issue even with the iPad. So I'm not sure. You'll have to try, Nirosha.
Okay.
Graphy has some backend issue where they're not fully it does open, but
Okay.
sometimes some of the material doesn't play. So just try it out and see once.
Okay, it's not. I have attended seminar one that time that we had only one link. The
Because that time it was on the Teachable platform. This platform is different.
okay. Every time the link will be new. I cannot.
So the link will be there in the module itself. So when you enroll, once you click on module 1, there will be a link which you can click and join from there. So we are not sending a separate Zoom link.
I think if I copy and paste, save it in somewhere, can I reuse the
The
link?
link changes every week because it's tied up to Graphy, because that makes our backend easy.
Okay.
Earlier, every time we had to kind of download the recording, then upload the recording. Now it's directly recorded onto Graphy. So to join the class, you need to log into Graphy, open the folder and click on the live webinar link.
Okay.
Yeah. So will you be able to join from a laptop?
I'll try to make it possible. So
Okay. That's preferable. Otherwise, you can try from the iPad. I'm not sure.
Okay.
You can do one trial if you want and see whether it's working out.
Okay.
Any other questions anyone has? I know that some of you will be watching the recording because you're not here live today. So if there's anything that you want to clarify, feel free to reach out to me or Divya. We plan to start next week. So now it'll be Thursday next week. That's October 3rd. I will anyway send out a message on the group as well. So by then you can do your enrollment so that you have access to the folders. Divya has dropped out. She'll probably join back. I wanted to also take some feedback on seminar 1. Those of you who are here, Surabhi, Shunmati, Deepti, or we can do it another time. Are you like going to be able to speak, you guys, Deepti and Shanmati? Or we can do it another time. I just wanted to know how it's been for you, ease of the course, the content, how you felt. Maybe we can fix another time where even the others can come in and we'll do that. Let me just quickly check with Divya if she's coming back.